Good morning, sunshine, and welcome to Combination of Coffee. My name is Aiden. This is
I wasn't going to hit you, sorry.
I'm constantly having to protect my private region from because she's constantly looking for a ball shot at all times.
No,
if I see her arm move at all, I'm like...
I'm not always constantly looking for a Rochambeau. Whatever, that's not actually what happens.
Oh, God, alright.
Okay, go.
So, today, we're going to be talking about the Game of Thrones episode, Book of the Stranger, which is episode 4 of season 6.
You don't have to edit this.
Okay.
It'll be cool. Sometime Game of Thrones could go with my rainbow figure that I'm making right now.
If I knew how to do that, we would have
be
more
so
than
cool.
64 subscribers.
Right,
so yeah, we're going to talk about this new Game of Thrones episode. It's going to be great. It's going to be a dandy old time. Okay, so the coolest part, go. There's two coolest parts.
Okay, well, I was jumping up and down right at the beginning.
Yeah.
Because Sansa comes...
Spoilers.
Oh,
go away if you haven't watched it. Sorry.
Okay, I haven't said anything too bad.
Yeah, you just said one word.
Sansa.
Yeah.
Okay, but Sansa comes.
Yeah.
Jon hasn't left.
No.
I was like, yes!
Because we thought you would have left when she's going to get there. And it's going to be like they miss each other by that much again.
Yeah. No, but they're together.
Yeah.
And they hug it out.
They do. And they sat down there for a second like, oh my God, you're alive. Oh my God, you're alive. Oh my God, you're alive.
Oh my God, let's hug.
And then they run and hug. And it's always the moment in movies when they're like, they stand there for a second and then they run towards the hug. Kind of like, you know that clip online?
Have we ever run and hug? Like, because I feel like if we ever did, we would definitely headbutt.
Well, you would take me out. But have you seen that clip online where the lion runs up and hugs the dude?
Yeah, oh my God.
It was like that.
That's so precious.
Sansa was like a lion.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, I don't really like that Jon's hair's being pulled back. I liked his mane.
I think it's cut, isn't it?
No, it's still pulled back a little bit.
Oh, I thought it was just cut. I thought she cut it off.
Well, I know she cut off some, but I liked when it was like everywhere.
Yeah, I kind of do. Did you have to cut it for another movie or something? Like, why did they do that?
I can't imagine. I don't know. Maybe just to switch it up. Maybe he's sick of it. I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know. Okay, so that happened. That was pretty great. And eventually, later on in the episode, she says that they're going to go fucking... She's like, we got to go attack fucking Winterfell. We got to go get Ramsay. And then Ramsay sends a letter and then drops...
I know, but wait.
Sorry, I got excited. We're getting carried away.
You're getting carried away because there's another super cool part that happens right after.
Okay,
where
sorry.
Brienne walks up to the pirate guy, the red-haired girl.
Yeah.
She's like, I killed Stannis.
Yeah.
Bitch.
She's like, she told me that. He told me that.
Right before I executed him.
And then she stares them both down for a second.
And then
she walks away.
And I thought that was so...
If there were mics in the medieval times, she would have dropped one, I think.
Yeah. Totally.
Mm-hmm.
Next, which is really odd, it kind of comes out of nowhere. Baelish is reintroduced.
Yeah, just kind of right out of there. Because he hasn't been in the season yet, I don't believe.
I don't think he has, and I don't think he had been in the last couple episodes of the last season.
Because he dropped off Sansa and then kind of bitched out.
Yeah. And fucking Lord Aaron's still there.
Yeah, he's tall now. Baby. He still can't shoot arrows.
I know, he's just a loser.
Yeah, so he didn't kill that general guy, which was weird.
I think he's gonna use him. Lord Baelish always uses him.
Wow, I mean, he liked using people, but I figured that the kid, and I think that Baelish figured that the kid
was gonna still kill him, yeah.
Yeah, I think that Baelish was almost weirded out that the kid would still kill him.
But maybe Baelish is like, yeah, I've taught him well. He just listens. Now he doesn't even gonna push him into the sky.
Moondor.
Mm-hmm. That's the thing. I was gonna say Skyfall, and I was like, no, that's 007.
Skyfall.
Yeah,
that's my dumb impression.
Yep.
Yeah, so that was interesting. He gave him a falcon.
Yeah, which is cool. But the rarest.
Question.
The rarest of the falcons.
Is this falcon going to be like, you know how there's that rule in movies that something's gun, I can't remember the name, that if you see a gun, it has to be fired at some point?
Yeah.
I think it's like that kind of falcon. You see a falcon at some point, it has to do something interesting.
I'm assuming it has to
falcon.
do. Yeah, it's definitely.
Okay. Like, will it eventually fly into battle?
It's probably going to be it hold messages in its foot.
I want to see full-on Falcon versus Drogon the Dragon battle.
Okay.
That's
I'm assuming that's not right to the eyes, like in Harry Potter.
Yeah. I want that Falcon to get so big that Lord Aaron can ride it. And he's shooting little pussy arrows at Drogon. They don't
hold on to them.
They don't get there.
That's
what I want.
This episode had a bunch of cool parts, but it did have a bunch of boring parts too. Like Baelish and Lord Aaron. I don't mean that bad. It's just I'm not a huge Baelish fan.
I agree. He's interesting. I like the actor, but he's not
he's an ass.
I agree. I prefer, for people that know everything, I prefer Varys.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, I don't think he had a single line in this episode, although he followed people
He was
around
there.
for a while.
He was the eunuch.
Yeah.
Well, he's actually in the next part, where Tyrion goes talks to the Masters.
Yeah, are you going in order? You're fucking awesome. I'm impressed that you're remembering this shit.
Remembering.
Yeah. So they go talk to the Slavers Bay folks come.
Yep.
And they get everybody in a room. And they sit down and they talk for a bit. And then Tyrion comes up with a plan that they have to get rid of slaves in 7 years.
7 years.
And then he gives them some ladies.
I know that. I feel like that's what screwed him over, though. The 7 years actually made sense, but then he kind of brought in slaves to be slaves.
Yeah. Here's my thing with that. I still don't know why they would agree. Because Marine is fucked. Right?
I don't think Marine... I think that is how you have to do it. It's so stupid. It should be able to just get diminished.
I agree.
But, I mean, they have to be able to pay them back instead.
Yeah, but why would the people from Slavers Bay agree to that? That's what I don't understand.
Because they're going to get money.
From who?
They're going to slowly compensate them for the next 7 years to get the slaves back.
Is that what they're going to do? Oh, okay, that makes sense.
They're going to be compensated.
I thought it was just like,
no,
in 7 years you can't have slaves anymore. No. And they're like, well...
No, for the next 7 years they're going to be slowly compensated and the slaves are going to be slowly removed instead of just all at once. So then the slavers don't lose all their money, even though, I mean, it's stupid.
But it makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. All right. All right, chronological lady, what's next?
I'm thinking.
That's your superhero name.
Chronological lady?
Chronological lady.
That sucks. That's a bad superhero name. Stone thingy.
Oh,
what is the sickness called?
Stone
thingy. You know that thingy? Stone men.
Stone men is what they're called.
But what is the disease called? Dragon scale.
Fucking A. Your memory is on fleek today.
It's on fleek.
Yeah.
It's because they talked about the daughter being burned. That was depressing.
That was sad. They talked about that for a second. Yeah.
I forgot about that part.
Yeah.
But so Jorah and Daenerys' side bitch.
Who's like, his name is
I guess this is main bitch, but...
Dakari?
I can't remember his name.
Dario Naharis?
He thinks he's a beautiful man.
Dario
and he walks
Naharis.
Around, and he walks around like he's a beautiful man. He figures out that... What's his name?
Yeah, he does.
The stone shit.
And he's like, he looks at it and then Jorah's like, don't worry, it hasn't touched you.
And he's like, okay, thanks a lot for telling me that.
Yeah.
Now we've rode on horses and we've broed out while I made fun of your old age. For a couple of weeks.
Like, the fucking guy's an asshole.
He's a dick. I was like, why? I can't. Jorah has to
respect
get with
your elders.
Yeah, I know, not that guy.
I don't think that he's going to, because pretty soon as we meet, he's going to be all stoned.
But maybe Daenerys is going to be like, I love you. And he's going to be like, shit, really? Now? Now you love me?
At that point,
as I'm going to die?
That guy's got to just give up at that point.
Yeah.
He's fucking loyal as hell, though.
Yeah, he is.
Is he the most loyal dude in the show?
I would think so. I
he might be.
So.
Yeah.
Because even Jon Snow works around things.
Well, and he's like, fuck this shit, I'm out.
Well, he died.
Yeah,
his watch has ended.
Well, I mean, that's true, but if he was super loyal, he'd be like, alright, fuck, I'll do it again.
I'll do it again.
Yeah.
I don't know why he'd want to.
Well, exactly, because he's
the cat's giving me high
he's
over
done.
my head.
You're right.
Okay.
Okay, so, should we, I guess, and then Daenerys is talking to some fucking Khaleesi's.
The old Khaleesi's, and the
and
young Khaleesi's, and she's
talk
12 and in a well.
Yeah.
In a well.
And yeah, it's all very lovely. And then they're telling horror stories, and then we figure out that no one really likes the calls, and then they're all kind of assholes. And then she goes outside.
I miss Khal Drogo.
Me too. Khal Drogo kick ass.
I can't believe he died in the first season.
I can't either. This whole
Such a
fucking thing.
badass
Honestly,
motherfucker.
if Khal Drogo was still alive, she would be over there. He's a fucking doer, Khal Drogo.
Yeah.
Khaleesi, she likes to,
No, she's too much of a doer.
Yeah, she's a collector.
Yeah, I'm gonna collect everyone.
Yeah, Khal Drogo would have just gone over, and he would have fucked shit up, and he would have probably ripped people's heads off.
Probably.
And all this shit would be over.
Probably.
It'd be great.
Probably.
Yeah. Anyway, they go outside, then those Dario Naharis and Jorah are there, and they're gonna kill the bitch who was 12 in a well.
Yeah, but they don't.
But they don't, because Khaleesi says, no.
I have an idea, but then she doesn't tell us her idea.
No, which always bugs me.
And we leave.
And then, don't they go to where Cersei is there at some point, and she talks to Tommen.
Oh, yeah.
And then he's going to tell her something. his plan, or what the High Sparrow told him, and then he gets cut
and
off.
it cuts off. But
We're
okay,
assuming.
I know, but I'm gonna break.
Okay, sorry.
Sorry. Break chronological order.
Okay.
Like it doesn't tell, but then we eventually know that Marjorie's gonna make her walk.
And is that what he tells?
I guess, but the sparrow. Did it break off in the last episode before he said that? Because I don't remember the sparrow saying
I think it broke off.
So everything just breaks
out right before we get to Ocean.
That sucks.
I'm pretty sure that he says that's what we're meant to think that Tommen says.
Yeah.
Anyway. So Cersei and Jaime's plan is to have the Tyrells come
or
and attack.
Is that not true and they're lying?
I mean, that's always a possibility too, because otherwise, why wouldn't Tommen just said that?
Yeah.
I mean, we heard him say that. Maybe they're lying. Maybe they're going to kill the Tyrells. I don't fucking know.
I hope not. I love Marjorie. I love her.
Yeah. I don't. Well, I mean, because they don't care about her. Cersei does not give a shit about her.
Oh, Cersei does not like her.
No.
At all.
No. She'd probably rather
she doesn't give a shit about her being responsible.
She'd probably rather be dead.
Well, maybe she likes her son enough. I don't think so.
I don't think so at all. I think she's a bitch.
Ow!
The cat's fighting you.
Bitch.
Why?
I love you. I'm
She's
sorry.
like, I fucking love Cersei. I see myself in her.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She's like, apologize.
I'm sorry.
But Marjorie talks to the High Sparrow and he says some deep ass shit. And she's like, wait, I read this in a book somewhere. And he's like, no, but it's actually other deep ass shit.
Yeah.
And then she gets to see her brother, which is given up on life.
Yeah, and he's asking her to kill him, I think.
Yeah.
Right?
What was his name?
Sir Loras.
Loras.
The Knight of Flowers.
The Knight of Flowers. I mean, doesn't that just say it all?
Yeah.
In a cute way.
Yeah. Like,
I love Sir Loras too.
Right? I don't know. They're fucked in there. They're all dirty.
They are.
Like,
they're all dirty. And
so is the High Sparrow. Like, if he's in charge,
babe.
can't they fucking yeah. Like, go draw yourself a bath of holy water and make yourself clean, because
yeah. So then after that happens, Cersei, they talk about stopping the High Sparrow and ending it.
She's being a bad cat.
I was trying to be better.
You said Cersei again. She's like, you better be nice.
I'm sorry. I'm
You
trying
okay?
to remember.
Where are we? Cersei and Jaime.
Jaime.
They're gonna have the Tyrells come
Oh my god.
and attack the all of the High Sparrow's folks.
Yeah.
Right when Marjorie's about to make her walk
and the
with
Kingsmen are gonna pretend that it's not happening.
Yep.
Or something like that.
Yes, that's exactly what's gonna happen. Okay. And then, do we go back to Jon Snow?
I think, honestly, we might go back to Jon Snow. No, we go back with Theon, who left Sansa.
Oh, that's right. So Theon goes back to Pike, and he's going to support Asha/Yara. I can't remember which one is her name in the books and which one is her name in the show.
Okay. Why did they change her name?
Because the wildling girl, who also died in this episode, is named Osha. So, in the books, her name is Asha, and in this, her name is Yara. That's what it is.
Oh.
Yeah. So they wanted to avoid confusion.
Okay.
Yes.
I never remember their names anyway, so it could have been totally fine.
So yeah, her name is Yara in this one.
Okay.
And then but Tonks died. That was sad.
Oh, you totally went just to that worst part, and I was like, "Fuck, Tonks is gonna die. Fuck, Tonks is gonna die.
Yep.
Fuck, Tonks is dead." And I was like, "It'd be cool if Tonks killed him."
Mm-hmm.
I knew it wasn't gonna happen, but I also felt like that'd be so anticlimactic.
Yeah.
If Tonks killed him.
I agree. We call that lady Tonks because she plays Tonks in the Harry Potter series. If you didn't know that.
Yeah, Tonks.
So
that's when we go back to Jon Snow.
That's when we go back to Jon Snow, and then Jon Snow, they're at a table and they have a super awkward dinner thingy, and there's some weird sexual tension between Brienne and Tormund Giantsbane.
I'm so excited about that.
Mm-hmm.
Is that something?
I don't know.
I think whenever this show shows anyone looking at each other for too long, it's definitely sexual tension.
They spend so little time with each character in every episode.
Yeah.
That I think that any and every interaction that any and every character have is always going to be important.
That's sexual tension, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then they're not talking, and then he's like, one of the guys, the greasy guy, apologizes for the food, sounds like there's more important things.
Yep.
Someone comes in with the flayed man. This is a parchment paper. Not
looks like a
else.
Johnson.
Parchment paper.
At one point, John starts just stroking the Johnson.
Well,
parchment paper, and then at another point, he is down his throat a little bit.
Nope, I don't think that happened at all, actually.
And Sansa's just looking at him like,
what the
there's
fuck are you
more
doing?
important things.
So, What? Okay, but then...
She's just slurping on her soup.
Okay, and then...
Yeah.
It says, it keeps saying, come see. Like, hey, you bastard, come see.
Yeah.
I'm an asshole.
And
come
John's
see.
like, oh, you come see.
Oh, God. Okay, and then, yeah, but then they figure out that he has Rickon.
Yeah.
And so they're like, now we gotta go back to the north. What are you doing? Are you about to say
No,
something
I'm not.
again?
I'm not.
Okay, you better not.
I promise.
Okay.
And they're gonna go back to the north.
Yes.
And so then Sansa's like, he's a monster. We gotta go take back our home and our brother, or whatever. And John like looks at it for a second.
I know it was a long.
And he's got like jizz all over his face from the parchment paper.
God.
And he just kind of nods.
Okay, and then they're gonna go fight.
Yeah.
They only have 2,000 wildlings though.
Yeah. Well, they're gonna get more
fight
though.
ready. Okay, whatever. Nah, I'm not even talking to you.
Oh.
We're gonna go to the next scene, which is a super badass Khaleesi scene.
Yes.
In which it ends.
Yes.
She walks into the Khale's well, she's still in the temple where she's supposed to be.
Yeah. Someone's hammering something somewhere.
And then she's talking to them, and they're like, "Meh, you don't have any say until once we decide you have a say, or we might screw you and rape you." That kind of stuff. She's like,
yeah, and then the guy's like, "We will all take turns fucking you, and then we will let our bloodbiters fuck you, and then we will let our horses fuck you." And she doesn't fucking
she's smiling
flinch.
the whole time.
She just stands there and smiles.
And she's like,
at him.
"No, you will die."
Yeah, and she says like, "You are not meant to lead you're not fit to lead the Dothraki,
but I am,
and I will." And then she fucking grabs the thingy,
Fires.
which should be fucking metal hot.
Yeah.
Fucking pushes it over on them. They're like, "Oh."
And they're burning. And then she finally has another naked scene where all of her clothes have been burned off.
Yep, and she just walks out, and then every single Khalasar fucking kneels for it before her.
Yeah, I was thinking that Daenerys' story was getting a little dull.
Yeah.
And a little bit of a filler, but it's finally cool again.
Yeah, that was
so
fucking awesome. It was fucking
It was actually
awesome.
really beautiful.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, everything's on fire.
Yeah, and that's when it ended.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is when it ended.
All right. Okay, so we do one of these Comrades of Copy kind of Game of Thrones reaction videos every single Monday morning / Tuesday morning if we didn't want to make one on Monday morning. So come back next week and check that out. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, comment on it, and then subscribe to our channel and all that wonderful, happy, fun stuff. If you want to follow us on social media, you can do so below. Whoa.
Whoa, it's so magical.
Cool.
Whoa.
Whoa. Yeah. Peace out.
Bitches.